I would just say that people in the United States are finally starting to figure out that meat doesn't come from the grocery store and gas doesn't come from the gas station. And
Water doesn't come from the faucet. That's
water
what Luke
doesn't
wrote.
come
Yeah.
from the faucet. And Luke was, saying, I love this framing because at the core, what you're getting at is first principle thinking of like, where do these things come from? If it's refined, where's the refinery? Is it here in the United States or is it overseas? And like when you go to the root of where these tangible, desirable things come from, you quickly learn your dependencies on getting the desirable things. Because for, under the petrodollar system, we had a huge tailwind of just living in the lap of luxury because the paper that was achieving this network effect around the world allowed us to rest on our laurels and to think that it was our skill that got us to where we're at, as opposed to the environmental setup. And for a lot of people, they're learning the hard lesson that it was actually the environmental setup that, resulted in their success as opposed to their skill. And so, I feel like I've been saying this for what feels like a decade, is that if you're a net producer as a country, like they're going to be able to weather this a lot easier than the net consumers. And when you look at all the advanced economies around the world, they're mostly net consumers. And they're finding out very quickly, like, why it's important to like actually have the mine in your domain and in your region, as opposed to be reliant and have a dependency on somebody else to provide you a rare earth metal for your F-22 fighter. That thing's only as good as the logistics supply chain that fixes the parts and pieces of all these complex end items to keep it in the air. And like, that's just one tiny thing in this very grand, complex system we call our economy. So as that petrodollar system starts to unwind itself, which I would argue the unwind or the start of that unwind was COVID. And we're trending in this direction. And you finally have some people starting to understand like the importance of bringing this stuff domestically back inside the US.